You know, if we took a look at a map of the United States, all of the red states would be individual city states, like Texas wants to leave the Union. You know, they're always threatening to pull out of. They don't want to be part of the United States. You know, but
That's their right, I think.
in Greece, you had one man, one vote, and everybody voted. Okay, but the problem was you couldn't get people to agree, even if it was a majority. In Rome, which our government is fashioned after, had a republic where people voted to send senators to represent them, which is what we have. The only difference is we have two houses of Congress. In the Senate, everybody has one vote. You have two senators from every state. That means two senators from California and Texas, two senators from Rhode Island or Delaware or Maine or New Hampshire. Small states, big states, everybody has two senators. Where the difference comes in is Congress, where you have representatives based upon the census that is taken every 10 years.
It's a popularity thing.
Exactly. Now, what Democrats are saying is that with red zoning, or not red zoning, that has to do with housing, gerrymandering, when they combine districts, okay, usually what they're doing is they are doing away with a small Democratic area, combining it with a much larger Republican area. And, you know, this is because, you know, the Republican Party has had control of Congress for quite a few years now. And, you know, there are less Democratic seats available and more Republican seats. So that's why what they're doing is almost assuring themselves of always being in charge of Congress, the House of Representatives, which makes it very difficult. Okay? But as it was said after the 2014 election, let's see if anything gets done. You know, we're still in the middle of this, you know, the very beginnings of the 114th Congress. You know, it's only the beginning of, well, almost the middle of February. We'll have to wait and see what bills come up for vote and what compromises can be made and if there's going to be any reaching across the aisle. Right, Felix?
There will not be any reaching across the aisles.
Well,
Not my prediction. My prediction.
oh no, yeah, basically that's what they've said. You know, they said they don't see very much bipartisanship in Congress. Don't expect too much.
That's from both sides. I don't think the Republicans are going to be too cooperative, and the Democrats are not going to be any cooperative.
Well, it's a shame because then we're at a stalemate and nothing is going to get done.
Well, we still, the Republicans still pass the bills through, and the president will veto them, and then nothing's going to get done anyway.
However, we could get to rename our local post office the Felix Geach Post Office in honor of you.
Geach, spelled like peach, P-E-A-C-H.
Yes. Oh. Well, or it could be K, K-A-Y-E.
Anyway, so what else we got to say here? Okay, I like the topic we were talking about before, the candidates. I think that was pretty interesting. Well, we're waiting for somebody to call. No.
You say praying for somebody to call?
No, no. No, there's more important things to pray to. Right, Mark?
Well, anytime, anywhere, I can pray.
Yeah, baby.
We only
Yeah.
play that on Friday? I don't know.
Well,
Well, we could close the show with it, you
no, what
know.
we could do is
Your grandson.
no, what we could do is
Neat. Sweet. Petite.
oh, that was a nice break in our train of thought. A little bit of a trivia question. Lurch, what instrument does he play?
Uh,
Da, 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 da,
wasn't
da,
it the
da.
piano?
Nope. Bum, bum,
The
bum,
organ.
bum, bum, bum. They have a different name for it. Starts with an H.
The harpsichord.
That's right. This famous harpsichord. All right.
He
Go on.
recently passed away a few months ago, unfortunately. Another one of the character actors that, we remember from our youth. Little by little, one by one, they're all passing away. They're all getting up there into their upper 70s and 80s.
That's true. You know, we used to be young. We're getting older, and then soon we'll become young again.
Well, I mean, once we have Alzheimer's,
Exactly. We forget everything. We're like a baby. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so we've got, what's his name, Roy what? That guy, the Republican candidate? Might be a candidate. The doctor?
Ben Carson?
Ben Carson. 999 is not coming back.
No, Herman?
Yeah.
Well, Herman,
Making too much money selling his pizza.
well, it's not only that. He got himself in trouble with the ladies,
Yeah. You know, on the Democratic side, there really isn't much going on.
If it's not for Hillary, they're really going to be. It's going to become a very close race, because Hillary has the inside track. Let's face it. The only one close to her, if you can call it close, is Biden, and Biden is in the lower double digits, while she is pulling close to 80% of the popular Democratic vote.
Yeah.
He's about 15%, maybe.
But a lot of people are, still thinking about him. And now this was thrown around, I don't know by who, but it was thrown around that they were asking if Bill Clinton could run as vice president. Legally.
Well, he could, but he's too wrapped up in his foundation. Okay, he's doing too much good in his foundation when you think about it, and I don't think he would want to.
Okay. And what's his foundation?
The Clinton Global Initiative,
Okay.
CGI.
And what do they do?
They do a lot of work in third world countries. They empower women in third world countries. They medical help, you know, uh, inoculations, getting clean water into third world countries. You know, he's constantly traveling and getting, donations for his initiative.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, it's a family thing because, if Hillary decides to run, she would have to step down as far as appearing with him.
Hmm.
You know, but I mean, Chelsea does it unless motherhood is taking up a lot of her time now. You know,
Yeah.
in fact, I think that's the only reason why maybe on the outside chance that Hillary wouldn't consider running. Okay, because she's a grandma now.
Yeah.
But from all indications, you know, you have people who advised Obama the last 6 years who are, you know, exiting and hooking on to Hillary and trying to help her with a possible campaign should she decide to run.
Right.
So, I mean, I really don't know.
The other, all right, listen, since this is a show that we're basically talking about Democratic, and Republicans and all that, different types of government. And also England is actually a constitutional monarchy. We're talking about they have a parliament, but they also have a constitutional monarchy.
Right, and that was, you know, when America got its independence from England, they wanted to make sure that they weren't, you know, many of the sympathizers with England, when England was defeated and America became an independent country, wanted America to have a king, but the founding fathers were against that. I mean, you know, I mean, look,
Were there any founding mothers?
well, they couldn't be founding parents without mothers, you know. So you know, you're right there. But when you know, actually, you know, one can ask, does England really even need the monarchy? I mean, you know, what do they do? They're figureheads. They have no real power, you know.
They're just there, because people, I guess, it's a tradition that the people don't
You know, I
want
mean, I you know, when Obama and Michelle went to England, you know, Michelle was criticized for putting her hand behind the Queen's shoulder, you know,
Yeah.
and you're not supposed to touch them.
Of course not. She's the queen.
Yeah.
Whatever. The other what I was bringing up now. There's another kingdom that's in the news. The Kingdom of Jordan. King Abdullah. He's in the news a lot now.
Well, because of the brutal murder of the Jordanian pilot who was burned alive in a cage.
So what's happening now is, he's what I would call a true king of his people. He came right out and said, "I'm going to, eradicate this problem if I have to do by myself."
Well, the only problem is he has a very small air force and a very small army.
Yeah.
But he's one of the first leaders of Muslims to come out and say that this is our war
Yeah.
and that we have to do this on our own. It's good that we have friends in the West that are helping us,
Yeah.
but we have to take over most of
But
the fighting.
when this happened, he came out. He's in his flight suit and he's going to go fly. He's ready to start flying with everybody else.
Well, you know what that reminds me of? Remember the movie Independence Day?
Mm-hmm.